In this video, I'm going to be talking about what my life is like at 22 years old, and I'm going to try to keep it pretty high level, not go too into the weeds about anything, and just kind of give an overview of what my life is like right now. So I'm at $20,000 a month in my business, and I have 35% in that, which means that's like 7.5 grand, which is awesome. I'm super excited about that. It's been a fun year. Basically what I've done in the past year from age 21 to 22 is I've just been obsessively working. And it's been super fun. Like, in all honesty, there's been a lot of stressful times, but it's also just been fun. Like, no, even if it's been stressful. Me and my friend Micah, we go to places like the Emory Hotel, the Hewing Hotel, different coffee shops in Minneapolis, like every day. And we just work whatever kind of comes up that day. My business right now has me, my friend Tyson, my friend Matt, our salesman Joey, our salesman Evan, our salesman Rowan, and our salesman Austin. So we're building a team right now, and it's been a lot of fun. Matt has been a great addition to the team. I met him in the Chicago Mastermind, and he's been really taking care of like the people side of things while I've been focusing on the product. And the product is The Forge. So it's our paid fitness community. My dog is absolutely slurping. Bernie, stop it. Come here. Come here. It's distracting. Anyway, but yeah, so my social life is literally zero, and that's fine. Like, in college I had my time where I felt like my social life was pretty big, and I was doing a lot of stuff, like going out and whatever. And in the past year, like, I was in a relationship for a lot of it. So that was like mainly my social life, just like my ex-girlfriend, I'd hang out with her, and then my friend Micah, that'd be pretty much it. And now, like, I'm just kind of chilling. And part of me is lonely, obviously, but I'm also at peace right now. Like, this is just like a season of my life where I'm growing my business, and I'm looking forward to traveling and kind of experiencing the fruits of my labor more. Like, I don't plan on being a hermit, living in my parents' basement forever, obviously. But right now I am. Like, this is just my parents' basement I'm living at. I don't really do anything crazy. The main fun thing that I would do is just like go get dinner, go to cool places to get dinner. I don't play video games. And I just bought like an absolute frick load of books. Like, I just want to read. I'm just going to show you these real quick. So I got literally a bunch of business books because it's Black Friday, they've just been on a crazy discount on Amazon. Absolutely absurd. And I just couldn't pass it up because my question I keep asking myself is, who will I be after I read all of those books? Like, who is that Alex? What kind of money is he making? And what kind of quality of life does he have? What friends does he have? What relationships does he have? And a big focus that I've been on lately is books. I've been buying a lot of books about like prioritization. So the 80/20 CEO, Think Clearly, Fix This Next, Mastery by Robert Greene, and then also like habits books, Atomic Habits, Good Habits, Bad Habits, Badass Habits, The Power of Habit, some ADHD books, so like Faster Than Ever, It's Faster Than Normal, ADHD 2.0, where's one I like? Whatever. There's another one I think I just listened to it, an audiobook, but I just been listening to ADHD books as well because I have it, and it's been helpful to realize like how much ADHD actually helps in entrepreneurship. And I realized that like if I didn't have ADHD, I would not be where I am today. Absolutely not. The way that my brain works is just like I'm obsessive over things that I'm hyper focused on. Like I can't help but just fixate on shit that is stimulating to me. And by the grace of God, the thing that's been the most stimulating to me is business. Like it is so fascinating to me. Every single day I wake up and I'm just excited to dig into some project. And I've had to learn to kind of get better at execution sometimes when it's a task that I'm not necessarily super amped about, but I've been amped about it. Like it's all exciting to me. And my goal is to get the business to $100,000 a month in the next year. And I believe I can. I do. We'll see. This is the time capsule, right? We'll see how it goes. But I believe that I can hit 100K a month, which is like 35K a month for me personally. And then me and Matt just joined my friend Micah's team when it comes to their paid community. So to keep it simple, obviously it sounds confusing. I'm starting a new offer in the music industry, same paid community concept. And that'll be with my friend Eli and my friend Micah. They're coming up in the music space, and right now they just signed to Raleigh Music. It'll be interesting to see like where they've come in the next video. But we're about to go down to Miami, have fun, talk to the people at the label, and also just like start to build out this product, build out the VSL. We're gonna record it there. Yeah. I think I kind of wanted to make this video today because like I was just laying in bed and I was like, damn, like my life is pretty simple right now. Like I don't have a ton of motion. And I think guys younger than me watching this, like if you're 18 and you're thinking about you saw my 20K a month title or whatever, you want to see into the life of what that actually looks like. And you might think it's just like this baller life, and it's just not right now. But it's also super fun. Like I'm living a simple life and I'm liking it. And I'm excited to make more money. And the plan that I have for kind of expanding my lifestyle isn't too extravagant. It's move to a nice apartment, do some traveling, like buy some nice things for sure. Like I do want like a cool watch. I think that'd be sick. And I'll make another video on this, but something I've been thinking about is that a lot of my desires that I have, right, have been socially conditioned into me. I've been thinking about this because I've had to slow down and ask myself, what do I really want in my life? Like, what is it that I really want? What am I after? And my conclusion after, over a month of really asking myself that question daily and journaling and meditating and like really giving that a lot of intention and thought, is like my desires are for sure given to me by social conditioning to some degree. Like I simply think it's cool when entrepreneurs I look up to are driving cool cars, having cool watches, traveling to cool places, having cool dinners. Like that to me is desirable. And I feel like that's such a socially like shamed thing. Like, oh, you just see that on social media. And it's like, yes, I idealize that lifestyle to some extent because of social media. But that doesn't mean that the curiosity doesn't exist for me right now. I am curious. Like, it seems appealing to me. That's just the truth. So that's what I'm gonna explore. Simple as that. Like, one of my big desires is to keep playing this game. Like, I just love business. Ever since I was little, like, I've been thinking about this a lot too. I would get a Lego set for Christmas. I'd open that box up and I would not stop building it until it was complete. I would spend 14 hours straight obsessively building that thing. like hyper focused on finishing that Lego set. And my parents would be like, do you want to just take a break? And I was just like in a frenzy, just so happy to be building that Lego set. And I feel that way every single day still. I've been journaling, to having a conversation back and forth between my current self with my left dominant hand and my younger self with my right dominant hand. It's an exercise that, like, kind of for inner child work, right? And I've built a relationship with my younger self, and I've been grateful. And I've been just telling my inner child that, like, you have a tendency to just love building. And you grew up to still love the same thing that you loved when you were little. And I'm thankful for that kid. And I'm thankful to myself up until this point that I just stuck with what I am obsessed with, and I didn't let any kind of paradigms hold me back. Like, making a business is hard. It's unlikely. Oh, what if? I should just get a job. Like, my senior year of college, I was balls to the wall obsessed with business. Like, I was just every single day loving the game, loving what I was learning, building my skills up. Not once my senior year, not once did it cross my mind to get a job when I left college. Not once. And that is really an interesting part of this life, or this time of my life. At this time of my life, I'm seeing other people around me graduate college and watching their souls wither away. Like, they are unhappy. And I'm like, dang, like, they're out, like, drinking and doing the cool stuff, and then they, like, have their job and they're just not happy. Like, they're stuck in what high schoolers think is cool, almost. Whereas, and that just is sad. Like, I'm not judging at all. Like, I'm just super grateful that I just happened to be this interested in business, to stick with it. So if you're watching this and you're like, do I get a job or do I go to business? Well, that is only for you to answer. And from what I've seen so far, if you choose a job over business because of, like, oh, it's a risk. Ooh, what if it takes a long time? Then you will be miserable. Like, absolutely miserable. If you choose a job because you want to do it, then yeah. I mean, sure. Like, that's awesome. But I think it just comes down to being aligned with what you know you want. Like, that is what I'm super grateful about right now. Like, I'm staying aligned with what I want. Simply put, like, I do not want to work for someone else. I do not want to be making average money. I want to be making stupid money. Why not? Literally, why not? I've built the skills up. I have an amazing team around me now. And why not push it to the very, like, just get super rich? It's fun. Like, it's not, I've done a lot of soul searching. I just don't find myself chasing money right now out of, like, insecurity or chasing validation. Like, I've had really good mentors in my life help me a lot with, like, insecurity and chasing validation. Like, I absolutely used to chase validation. But now, honestly, I don't find myself feeling that ever. Like, I don't post my wins on social media for others to, like, praise me. I don't care to share. Like, I've literally detached my current life from the opinions of people that I've grown up with. Like, I just don't care to project any kind of image into their mind. And the people that I do want, that, like, approval from are people that I look up to for very, like, amazing qualities that I want to have myself, right? Like, my closest friends, to have them, like, be proud of me for something, that matters way more to me than being super, like, flaunty on social media. And I imagine, like, when I'm older, when I'm making millions, I'll probably explore that a bit. I'll buy the flashy stuff and I might show it off to kind of build a brand and just marketing, right? Like that's a thing. People like for if I'm growing my personal brand, like I might do what works. Like it's just how personal branding kind of works in this space. But I just yeah, after all the soul searching I've been doing, it's like I really do believe the guys ahead of me that stuff doesn't inherently just buy you fulfillment and happiness, because I know that like once I get to that level, I'll be doing the same thing I'm doing today. As I've increased the business from 10 to 20K a month, like that day we hit 20K, it didn't feel that good. Like it literally was more fun to talk to my business partner, Matt, about random strategies and plans. Like that is where I got the dopamine from that day. I didn't get it from the money number. And I haven't been spending all the money that I'm making. Like I've just been at home in my basement, reading a book and working. The same exact thing. That is literally where I'm finding the joy from. And yeah, I know it'll be fun to travel. I know it will be fun to have a nice car and a nice apartment and probably more expanded social circle with people that are more aligned with this chapter of my life. But I'm just, yeah. 22 years old. This is where my life is at right now. Yeah. Just really trying to figure out independence and wanting to move out of my parents' house, because it is kind of weird to be 22 out of college, right? I've been out of college since May. So it's not like that weird to be at my parents' house still, but it's like to be simultaneously trying to be an adult and in my parents' home, being my parents' child, as I always will be. It's kind of hard to like feel like an independent adult because I'm not living on my own. So that's what I'm just super excited for that next step. Excited to travel. And I'm excited to build more habits. Like I want to read all those books about habits and just like actually work hard on my habits. Like I know that will change my life so much. My habits right now are not good at all. Like I don't have set an alarm in the morning. I also don't have a consistent bedtime. I don't eat a lot of food because I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna have to work. Oh, like it's just laziness. And to go grocery shopping and like cook, I just don't want to at all. Like I have this like red light therapy panel that Eddie Cumberbatch gave me that like I want to use more, for example. Like I got it for free from this and all this stuff. This. Eddie Cumberbatch just dropped that shial when he was moving out of his penthouse at the Mastermind. You can go watch that video. But I just like, why not use that every day? Right? Like 10 minutes of my day to use a red light panel. It's healthy for me. So I hope I can look back on this video and say my habits have improved drastically. I know that like with ADHD, habits can be challenging in structure and stuff, but I also know that I thrive on structure. Like my bedtime routine has been really satisfying. And I just want to keep building satisfying habits that are aligned with me and not given to me by someone else. Like genuinely something that I choose to adopt, because then it will be intrinsically motivated. Bernie, come here. Come here. Come here. Last thing about this video, I'll talk about God. So right now, my relationship with God is definitely changing. I grew up in a Christian... Bernie. Hey. Sorry, there's like 10 turkeys outside. My dog is tweaking, but I grew up in a Christian church, Christian household, and I always felt like God was like oppressive and authoritarian. And interestingly enough, I was obsessed with studying authoritarian and totalitarian governments between like ninth grade of high school and my freshman year of college. Like I was just like, so fascinated by like different, regimes throughout history. And I'm sure that was like part of me like searching for the truth. Like, is God really this authoritarian like monster that's trying to control me and is like, if you sin, I'm gonna punish you, right? That's kind of that's how the Lutheran church I grew up in was. And I've had to like really, deep dive on just like trusting a little bit of my intuition and also my perspective of God. Like I'm learning to be able to say like, I know that's not the truth about what God is most likely like, if God exists, right? So I've been starting to pray more, like, God, if you exist, like, this is my life right now. Asking for things. Also just kind of, yeah, like just asking for like character traits more, you know? It's just really weird, honestly. This is just a weird brain dump, but to trust in God is a very weird idea for me because a lot of bad stuff has happened in my life, right? And it's like, on one hand, God let that happen to me. God let me get bullied growing up. Like, how can I trust a God that would let that happen to me? But on the other hand, I would not be who I am today without all that experience. And that's the kind of cliche, like God uses bad things for good. So I can trust, right? That's like the battle. It's like, if I trust God, will he just let weird bad things happen all the time? I don't want bad things to happen. But on the other hand, it's like I want to develop character traits. And I only develop character traits through challenges. That's how nature works. Literally, that's how nature works. So I hope I can look, back on this video and be like, dang, like my relationship with God has grown in a way that's like resonates with me and is not some like defiance, like, psh, God's not real. Look at those Christians who are like so weird and Christian nationalists. Like, ignoring all that noise, what is true? Ignoring what I absolutely know is just complete religious brainwashing. What is the truth underneath it? That's what I'm interested in. So, in the book Principles by Ray Dalio, he recommended two books, The Spiritual Mind and Beyond Religion. Those are coming in the mail right now. I'm going to be reading those. Hopefully those kind of add on to my perspective of God and my spirituality. But yeah, just excited about my life. Excited to hit 50K a month and then 100K a month and then go from there. Like, I just want to keep learning. I don't want to focus on I'm not focused on the money, like, goals. Like, yeah, I say that now. Yes, I'm excited to hit 100K a month. But in the day-to-day, I'm focused on learning, building systems, and just tinkering. Just like when I was building Legos as a kid. Same thing. Just building the Lego set every single day and getting that satisfaction from it. So if you're still watching this video, I appreciate you. Hope you subscribe and drop a like and a comment. I'm going to read and respond to all the comments in this video because this is just raw yap sesh. Yeah, see you in the next video. Peace out.